Good morning, everyone. I'm Janine Davis of James Davis and Associates. I believe everyone can succeed and be happy with the right encouragement, inspiration, and motivation. So I'm here today with another episode of Today on the Blog. Two articles on the blog today. The first one is telling you that your life is a dream, so act like it. The second one is all about the miracle morning and the idea of we fall down, but we can get back up. Let's start off with the article on your life being a dream. Now think about it. One person's ho-hum is another person's dream of a lifetime. So live your life like the dream it is. Recently, I was speaking with a guy who told me that the work he's doing today is nothing at all like what he dreamed of doing as a child. He had dreamed of doing different things, exciting things, wonderful things. Now all he did was work, take care of his wife, take care of his children. And when he was given the opportunity to do something for himself or to do something for his wife and kids, he always chose to do for his wife and kids. He never did anything for himself first. And I was confused about that. I mean, he talked about how his dream job was full of risk and excitement, but the job he had now was ho-hum, steady, reliable, boring. And I asked him if he was upset about sacrificing so much of his life and his dreams for his family's happiness instead of reaching for his own. And to be honest, his answer surprised me. He said that as he became an older, wiser man, his dreams changed. His desires changed. It was now his dream to be able to do things, to take care of his family. It thrilled him to do little things that made his wife smile. He found excitement in doing things that made his children laugh. His family had become the world to him. Without him realizing it almost, his dreams had changed. So it wasn't that he wasn't doing his dream thing. He was doing his dream. He was actually living his dream with the ho-hum job and working and taking care of his family. That became his dream. That excited him. That brought him more joy than anything else in the world. And so think about that when you're thinking about your dreams. We have dreams as children, and some of us are fortunate that the dreams we have as children stay our dreams all their lives, all our lives. That happened with me. When I was a little kid, I wanted to be a lawyer. By the time I was 30, I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to be a mom, a wife, and own my own home. That happened for me. But other people's dreams change. When they're young, they want to be a fire person, astronaut. They end up being teachers or bankers or who knows what. So when you're thinking about your dreams, your real dreams, and you're saying to yourself, this is not a good dream, this is not really what anybody would aspire to, sit back and think for a minute. Perhaps it is a dream someone would aspire to. It's the dream you aspire to. And if you aspire to that dream and it comes true, celebrate, because that's a wonderful thing. Your life that you have that you might not think is the most exciting, the most wonderful, the most fulfilling dream in the world is a thrill to someone else. I remember back when I was younger, I had a friend who had 4 children, and she was living in a one-bedroom apartment with her husband. He had just come back from the military, and he didn't have a job, and he was looking for one, so that one-bedroom apartment was all their small family could afford. I had a big, beautiful house in the suburbs, a huge pool, lots of land, but no children. I wanted children. So her ho-hum dream, her ho-hum life of children was a dream to me, something I aspired to. My home, which I had to clean and maintain and pay for, was a dream to her. So think about that. We each had what the other dreamed of. And so when you look at your life, realize that sometimes your plain, ordinary life to you is someone else's dream. And sometimes that someone else is you. When you think that you're not living up to what you should be, could be, ought to be, think about, is this dream that you're thinking about a dream you had as a child, or is it the dream you have as an adult? Because as adults, our dreams change, our desires change. So when you're thinking about whether you're living the dream or not, think about if you're living your current dream. And if the life you're living now is your current dream, celebrate, be happy. Don't call it ho-hum nothing. Realize that the life you have is a great and wonderful thing. Something to be celebrated and appreciated. The next article on the blog today is about the miracle morning. Yesterday on my miracle morning walk, I fell down. I mean, I literally tripped on the sidewalk, fell down, scraped and injured myself very badly. I ended up having to go to the emergency room to get everything taken care of. And so the idea that came to me from that experience is we fall down, but we can get back up again. Now, if we're fortunate, it's a lesson we learn early and often. Think about it. When a baby's learning to walk, she'll start to walk, she'll fall down, she'll get up. She'll walk, she'll fall down, she'll get up. I have never seen a child who was learning to walk and was able to fall down and say, that's it, I'm never walking again. And then that child never ever walked again. I haven't seen it. Because children seem to innately know that when you're trying to do something, when you're trying to do that dream, you're going to fall down, but you get back up. And it may be hard to get back up, but you can do it. And that's what I want to encourage everyone about today, is that sometimes we fall and it's actually our own fault. We miss deadlines or we fail to properly prepare. Sometimes we do shoddy work or have a bad attitude. All of these things cause us to fall down in business and in our personal lives. And even when this happens, it's possible to get up and start again. When your fall down involves other people, take the steps necessary to make things right. Start by apologizing. Apologize quickly and sincerely. Just clearly say, I am sorry. Don't say I regret or if I did this, that, and the other. No, a simple I'm sorry. It's quick, easy, to the point, and it leads to no confusion. When it's your fault, apologize. Next, fix things. Let the person you wronged know how you're going to repair any damage that was done. Finally, figure out ways to keep this situation from happening again in the future. So you fess up, you fix up, and you plan for the future. Now, if you ever experience a business downturn, be encouraged to know that you can still get back up again. You can still get back on top. Review your business plan for ideas on what to do next. Don't run away from failures. Instead, look at those failures objectively. Examine all the circumstances that led to the downturn. Then look for ways to avoid those situations and circumstances in the future. Now, there's more than one way to fall down, and you certainly know there's more than one way to get back up again. If your business fails, you can restart that business with a new plan. You can scrap that business and start a whole new business. You can create a joint venture with another entrepreneur. There are lots of ways to get back up after business failure. In your real life, marriages fall apart, friendships break up, and reputations can become damaged. If this happens to you, you can still get back up again. Things can be mended. Your attitude can change so that you can recover emotionally and mentally from the downturn. People can move on and find a new circle of friends. It might not be easy, but even in your personal life, when things go to heck, you can still get back again. When you're trying to recover from a fall, don't look for some one-size-fits-all solution. We don't all fall the same, so we don't all get back up the same. Keep in mind that sometimes, just like when you're learning to walk, it takes a few steps to get back up again. But the good thing about all that is that it is definitely worth the effort. Okay? That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Today on the Blog. And be sure to join me in a few minutes over on IGTV, where I'm going to share the confidence tip of the day. Bye, everybody.